Here's the question. How do you become a millionaire making YouTube videos? After watching all these videos of these YouTubers talking about how much money they're making on YouTube, you start to question yourself, how do you do the same thing and actually make a ton of money making YouTube videos? I mean, just take a look at this clip and see how much Graham Stephan made in 2020 from ad revenue alone.
Now, in terms of how much ad revenue all of that earned in 2020, the main channel here earned a whopping $2,082,858.68. The second channel earned $415,046.96.
Across two channels, Graham Stephan made $2.5 million from ad revenue alone in 2020. So I don't know if you've considered doing YouTube, but I can say with certainty that you most likely are going to be a good YouTuber. Now, how do I know that? Well, you are a person, you have life experiences, and that's what makes me say that you can be a good YouTuber. But let's put aside those reasons for now and talk about the money aspect of YouTube. Because I mean, this is why you clicked on this video, right? You wanted to find out how to become a millionaire from making YouTube videos. So think about it this way. You're sitting at home where I am right now. You have the lights, you have the camera, you got this microphone, your computer, and you can literally create anything you want. I mean, I can say anything to this camera, then I can sit down on my computer, edit, and make a video out of it, upload it onto YouTube, and then you guys are gonna click on this video, watch it, and I'm going to make money from that. And here's the thing, I'm doing it here right now, but after watching this video, you can be doing the exact same thing. And I mean, you have many alternatives with your life. You can go work at a factory, you can open up your own coffee shop, you can go find a job, you can do many different things. But chances are, if you're watching this video, maybe you are interested in becoming a YouTuber. And I mean, being a YouTuber does sound like a dream job, well, at least for me and maybe for you too. You go through life, you experience different things, you capture them on video, you then put them out on YouTube, and you get paid for that. And by the way, when I say getting paid for that, I don't mean like small amount of money. I actually talk about millions of dollars. If you search on YouTube how much YouTube paid me, you will see all these creators talk about how much money they're making. And I'm saying this just so you can get motivated to see how much others are making, and you can understand that there is opportunity with this, and that if you pursue it and you become really good at it, you can actually make it work as well. But I need to warn you, although YouTube is this amazing opportunity, you can make tons of money doing it and you can live your life to the fullest. However, YouTube is quite complicated. You need to learn a lot of things. You need to put a lot of work first to then get actually money from it. So you first need to decide to yourself, are you willing to put in work without getting paid for a long time, learn a lot of things, struggle to then actually get the payoff later? Or do you just want to find a job that is going to get you the paycheck in 1 month and then continue at that same pace? However, if you are ready to become a YouTuber and you want to make this your career, then let's take a look at how to become a YouTuber, how to make millions of dollars doing it. And when I meet people and I tell them about, hey, you should become a YouTuber, they often object with these three things. First, they say, well, George, I have nothing to talk about. I'm not special. The second most common objection is, I don't have a camera. And third is, okay, I can make videos, but who is going to watch me? I'm not interesting. So if any of those things sound familiar to you, then please listen up to what I'm about to say next. First of all, let's talk about that I don't have anything to talk about. So think about it this way. You are going through life and you encounter some hardship, something that is difficult. Maybe you were in a great relationship, but then you broke up and you had to find a way how to get back to normal. Or let's say you had a business and then that business went bankrupt and you had to find a way how to survive. Or maybe you had some challenges with people that are close to you. Maybe it's your family members, maybe it's your friends, and you had to find a way how to establish a great relationship with them. So whatever it is, there is some kind of challenge that you have faced in your life, and you had to figure out how to overcome that challenge. And so figuring out how to overcome this challenge is what's valuable, because chances are there are other people out there who are facing the exact same challenge that you had to overcome in your life. And you spent a lot of time, energy, and effort actually overcoming that. So you have a lot of expertise in that field. And that is exactly what you want to talk about. Because I'm sure that if we sat down and I asked you questions about that, you could talk hours on end about that specific thing. So you know exactly what you need to talk about. You just need to think a little bit about it. And this is exactly what people want to hear from you. The second objection was that I don't have a camera. If you look at my first videos here on YouTube, I was actually recording with my then iPhone 7 Plus. So the thing that I want to point out here is that gear doesn't matter. You can have the best equipment ever, the best lighting, the best camera, the best microphone, but if you don't know how to make YouTube videos, if you don't know how to talk to a camera, how to act confident, how to be yourself, how to edit videos on your computer, no matter the gear, you won't be able to make great videos. So it all starts with just you actually recording something, sitting down, doing it, doesn't matter the equipment, and then putting it out there. The gear will come, don't worry about that. For now, just focus on actually producing something. And for that, I want to say that this is what the internet is for. YouTube has liberated us as creators to share whatever we want to share and actually find a viewer for that. I mean, think about the TV. When you're watching the TV, someone else is deciding what you're going to watch. So if you wanted to get your TV show or your program onto the TV, then you really needed to talk to people, maybe pay them money and get this whole thing approved and so forth. With YouTube, this has now been liberated because we can sit at home, we can make videos, we can put it out there, and then it's up to the market or the people to decide whether they want to watch it or not. And think about the gaming content. I mean, before on the TV, there was no such a thing as gaming content. I mean, you wouldn't even imagine a person sitting there recording himself playing a video game and then other people are enthusiastically watching it. And if you look now on YouTube, you can find all these huge YouTubers who are doing this gaming content and they have millions of views. And the reason I'm saying this is because I truly believe that there is a viewer for everything. And that's the beauty about the internet. You get to choose what you want to watch. And so believe me when I say that there's going to be people out there who are going to be interested in watching you and interested in hearing what you have to say. Hopefully by now you are convinced that becoming a YouTuber is a great career path. You can actually make it happen and you can make a lot of money with it. And so because you're convinced and because you're still watching this video, let's talk about how to actually do it. What is the step-by-step process to making $1 million with YouTube? And the best way to do that is to find someone who has already done that and reverse engineer back what they done. So let's take Graham Stephan as an example. That guy from one channel made over $2 million in 2020 just from ad revenue alone. So how do we do the exact same thing? The first thing that we need to understand is that different niches get paid differently. And Graham Stephan happens to be in the finance niche. And the finance niche is one of the highest paying niches on YouTube. So the way YouTube does this is that they pay you for 1,000 views. And there is a metric for that which is called the CPM. So different niches have different CPMs. And the CPM number really comes down to how much advertisers are willing to pay to show their ads in front of your videos. So the more valuable your audience is to the advertiser, the more you're going to get paid for that. And the reason why the CPM in the finance niche is so high is because the people who are watching that content have more money to spend than the people who are watching, let's say, for example, vlogs. And I know it sounds a little bit kind of bad, but that is just how the game works. So if your primary goal with YouTube is to make as much money as possible, then you might want to factor that CPM thing in. But probably that is not the best way to go about this because you need to make content that comes from your heart. And as cliche as it sounds, if you make something that comes from within, if you comes from somewhere that you are not really monetary driven, but instead where your passion actually lies, you're going to see much more success with that. So don't get caught up on, oh, how much does my niche is going to pay me? Instead, try and focus on making the best videos possible because at the end of the day, that's what matters. The second step in making $1 million with YouTube is to start actually making videos. And this is probably the hardest step because you need to sit down, you need to turn on the lights, you need to turn on the camera, you need to figure out, okay, what this video is going to be about. You need to overcome the fear of, oh, am I saying the right thing? Oh, should I put away my personality? Just start making videos, put it out there on the YouTube to get feedback. And that's the most beautiful thing about it, because as soon as you put out a video, YouTube is going to give you feedback on how well that video is doing. You put out 10 videos and YouTube is going to say, hey, that last video you made, it did 5 times better than all the videos you did before. And so that is going to show you, okay, well, that video was different, so I should move into that direction. And that is exactly how you figure out what type of content you're going to be making and how you're going to be making that content. Also, YouTube is going to show you the retention on each and every video. And that means on average, how much do people watch your video? So if you're making videos that people are bored watching, then probably you're not going to get much views. But if you're making videos like Mr. Beast where you click on it and you get hooked and you cannot stop watching, then you're almost guaranteed success in the YouTube game. So ask yourself, what type of videos would I watch myself and how could I not make my videos boring? That is a really good place to start, trust me. The third step in making $1 million with YouTube is understanding the algorithm and playing by its rules. Because as they say, if you cannot beat them, join them. Think of the YouTube algorithm as this animal that people can't really understand. And I can tell you from my own experience, I can plan a video, I can record it, I can edit it super well, I can put a lot of time and energy into it. And then I publish it onto YouTube and it flops. It doesn't perform as well as I expected it, and oftentimes it completely flops and it doesn't perform well at all. And then I make another video which I don't put as much effort and energy into it. I put it out onto YouTube and it performs super well. And so this is what I mean when I say that you need to understand the YouTube algorithm, because the YouTube algorithm prefers certain videos over others. And if you want to succeed with YouTube, you need to learn these patterns of the algorithm and you need to play by its rules. The first step in making $1 million with YouTube is to get your channel monetized. And to get your channel monetized, you need to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And if you don't know what channel monetization means, that basically means that your videos are now going to have that annoying 5-second video ad before the video starts. And so once you have ads on your videos, that is when you're going to start making money from your videos. And that is a very important step in making your first $1 million with YouTube. A road of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And the fifth and final step in making $1 million with YouTube is to reinvest back into your channel and into yourself. Some of the things that you might want to spend the money on is buying new equipment. So if you see that you're getting better, but you want to upgrade your equipment to get a better image or get a better sound, then this is the time to do so. It's also a good idea to spend money on buying courses from other creators who are teaching you how they created their own YouTube channels. And then you just rinse and repeat. You make YouTube videos, you see how they're performing, and you try to get better every single time. Remember, it's all about the incremental improvements. Step by step, we get ahead and not necessarily in fast spurts. And with that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Till next time.